Cleanup sequence in progress. Based on data from past incidents, please avoid dropping small items such as mora, screws, gears, minerals, toys, gummies, snacks, hairbands, socks, and slippers.
If the kids come over again today, I think I'll give them these toys. Better to just let the youngins choose their own path in life.
And let me just check real quick if I sound okay. Oh god, whoa. What's this? Okay, audio just came in twice. No, so that's fine. Hey, Wi-Fi, don't give up on me now. Yep.
Combat data updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again.
Just kind of giving the PC a little bit of time, just so that it doesn't heat up too much, or more than it is, and just texting a friend while before I continue the quest. If
the kids come over again today, I think I'll give them these toys. Better to just let the youngins choose their own kids come over again today, I think I'll give them these toys. Better to just let the
Defensive mode engaged.
Oh yeah, this thing is gone because the maintenance and the update is gonna be soon. But it's just weird seeing an empty slot here. And how long to the end of the 18 hours and 28 minutes? Okay. All these primos left to go. And yeah. Pretty much just gonna get this started. Well, started. I did start the quest. No, that's not what I wanted. And I guess I kind of done a little bit of it. Because, well, it's like, you know, when you kind of just want to, not jumpstart, but something like it. Because you think it's just going to be just a little something that will just kind of get you ahead in a quest by a few minutes, so that the major stuff can be left later. And basically, yeah, that's kind of what I was doing. Something about the wild hunt in the part 2 of the Not Cry quest. Yeah, something about the wild hunt. Inafa was here, Paimon was here. A free manual labor detected. My task was this. Susie, Sergeant Major. Never mind. Okay, hang on, find this texting. Okay, just come on. Why can't I type work faster than this? Okay. So okay, come on. So yes, yep. Go. Yeah. Okay, where was I? Yeah, pleasure to me. This is me. Yes, I'm called Nikki in the game. Wasn't really too keen on putting my real name in the game. Hey, had up to meet you. 2 more incursions. Oh yeah, we went into the what was that restaurant place called again? But yeah, we went in there as well. We got to do what we do in Honkai Star Rail. We became a mixologist, was it? And we could make some drinks for the customers, eavesdrop on them while they talk about the wild hunt and some canon. We saw Paimon hold the book, so that was kind of cute. Beep beat. Yeah, this one, little robot helped us. Little robot that Minefa has helped us with kind of fixing and activating the cannon. And that's what we did. That cannon fired Yehoda was there with us. Okay. Next, well, and yeah, there's not really much of a after more pages flipping, even more pages flipping. Little robot, yeah, that helped Buggy to complete the operation. That's all we were doing. Pretty much just, you know, simple kind of, you could just skim through it and you'd know what's going on. Went to see Nefer. Something about the information regarding the issue. Russia's a common perspective. Okay. Oh yeah, medicine for Lauma. After you enter, Nefer brings you problems and spot that up. Oh, that is something. Yeah, mixed the second drink, we became the mixologist. That was actually quite cool. Mechanical. Cersei have a mechanical arm as well. Yehoda has one. A robotic arm. Enjoy the drinks, we eavesdropped. And some information from the guy. Sorry. Oh yeah, we had a drink off. Whoops. Oh, did it take me? And I did. The dark horse could be yours to 1 second. Other questions, let us begin. Intensity 3. What was up? I know. Yeah, Traveler managed to hold her liquor. No. Okay. Okay. Select elements and will be chronic. It. Hey, sorry about that. Ouch. Sorry. Okay, hurt my arm now. Okay, so this is a business deal. They played some dice. Was it? Oh yeah, they played some dice. The dice that Nefer played with that guy in the restaurant. It kind of looked like the TCG dice. Um, uh, we can already will know that. Can you? It's not normal. Okay, and this is where the information starts, right? Now, the lightkeepers don't want you to notice, but weirdly enough, more wild hunt sites have disappeared. Okay. Isn't that normal? What could that even mean? Yeah, so essentially it's not that much. We kind of just have to take care of the wild hunt, I guess. Yeah, wild hunt. The wild hunt, right? And now we continue the quest. Okay, so now we're going to find Lauma and probably give her the medicine, was it? Yeah. Sorry, sore throat.
Huh. Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah. If anything, looks like things are settling down.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's Llama for you. Hey there, Llama. We're back.
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Had to convince our people, well, Lama's people, that things are not as they seem.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the Moon Marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either. But
The
here's what
Phantom.
we've got.
I want
I
to
think
leave
I've got
that
the
one
gist of it.
Oculus.
Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves.
Yeah, I want to leave that one Oculus as long as I can because it just looks good
In any case, please, come this way.
in that positioning. Hey.
What do you see?
Oh, look, a shooting star. Or a falling moon. Or somebody, yeah. Spaceship.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered.
The way our spaceship landed and not cry. Near Star Sand Shoal. Okay. Oh, little guy's back.
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Is she here? Use some of the moon marrow to restore her power.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutara after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Okay, we're gonna see Columbina again. Yep. Okay, can we just, like, okay, it's showing the way here, but what was it? Oh yeah, the, teleport waypoint was unlocked. The teleport waypoint was unlocked, so I thought I'd have to, you know, keep coming back here, like, on foot. Okay. We change to the traveler every time we come here, don't we? Okay, flowers are purple. Well, white, apparently. Columbina. Hello again.
Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but... It's like I'm returning to the moon. Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
It's so good to hear the traveler talk.
And what
Go
do you
try that,
require
Maka.
this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand.
Okay. It's kind of like in between a cutscene and like a progression in the story, if that makes sense.
Back to Earth. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway. Significantly,
Interesting heels she has there, made of water.
the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water.
Could she be Hydra, perhaps?
Fascinating.
If she's gonna become playable.
I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sensed some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless and will fade over time. Speaking of which, do you want to be the moon marrow's custodian now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right? It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon. So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Lama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Lama also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
Catch brief and blurry snippets. The moon goddess could sense.
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it.
Yeah, that I remember.
But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call
The
the
Kutar.
Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me.
Frost, maybe she'll be Cryo. I'm not sure. Leaks will say one thing or another, but until she comes out, then, you know, that's when we are going to find out. What element is she going to be?
Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
I can imagine her being, you know, one of the blue elements. Hydro, Cryo. Like, you know, 'cause some characters, they kind of, some characters just have a certain color palette, but they're not from the element that the color palette would match. Yeah.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one?
Become a god.
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else?
Seems like a busy job.
Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
Eh?
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection.
Eh?
I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another. Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lama did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine.
The traveler looked annoyed just now. Another job for me to do. Ugh.
And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Does it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
comes from Conria.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him. The Reikir of Solnari.
One of the 5 sinners.
Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wow, the sinners of Conria. It's been a while since we've heard that title.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the 5?
Huh? If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Okay.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster.
Am I gonna meet him in this quest? Oh, please, let me just say hi to him and bid him farewell because I'm not in the mood to fight him. Oh, one of the 5 sinners. I mean, I already have a headache with fighting the Fatui Harbingers, and I imagine, you know, one of the sinners of... am I strong enough?
The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
Oh, just think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too.
She's happy about that.
Did you just laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
We don't have a choice, do we?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my brother and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed?
The answer is no, isn't it?
Sure.
What?
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Okay. Yeah, this is what we saw. Phone clearer. Falling star. Seems we landed safely at least. Okay. That spaceship looks interesting. A lot of time appears to have passed. Okay. We're still inside the spaceship to think we've both been there for so long. When did Eva get out? Okay, that's him. But how can that be? No one left the ship from the moment we landed. The door hasn't been opened yet.
Where is this?
Lumine, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But Ether found me from outside of it somehow.
Okay.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
Hmm. There'll be nothing to investigate if North Cry is destroyed.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that'd be great.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki.
What do you mean?
Like this.
Okay. Some kind of shield or like a protective barrier.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
Hmm.
Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it. You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
Dislike strangers.
Oh, what do we rate on that scale?
Slightly better.
No, we're not strangers anymore. We're friends, right?
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
Now that shield would probably be useful against Reria.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
Fuel-hearted. What's this? Yeah, it's a ruin. Or something got unlocked. You can visit Silvermoon Hall from time to time to meet the damsel Laird. Okay, for some time. After completing the quest, your party will gain an image embrace effect when another prey party has been asked and will be Ascendant Gleam additionally completed a number of quests. You can get a variety of rewards. Okay. Can I move, please? Oh, okay. I go to the Kutar. There's low icon. And view records. I probably got nothing. Confirm what's that? You took a beam of the moon goddess's favor. Okay. Those are the Not Cry gliders, right? Oh, they look gorgeous. Well, I can't wait to get them. Okay. All quests under the Selenic Chronicles Part 3. Okay, so Part 3 then. What do I get for 2? It's a name card, isn't it? Oh, that one looks so nice. Huh. And this one is these rewards. Okay. Landscape special object. I can't check the other rewards, can I? Yeah, I can't. Okay then. Ooh. What happens if I walk up to Columbina? Oh.
Best let her rest.
Yeah, okay, I'll sleep then. I'm sorry. Hey. I'm leaving then. See you later, Columbina. And let me continue the quest.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah. Things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now... Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Notcry, but...
Thank you. The Frostmoon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing, and we Scions have nowhere to run. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
Let's see... Speaking of allies, the Krumkaki craft shop is the closest by, right?
Okay, let's get Neffa's help. Okay, I can teleport and go from here. Okay, why did I pronounce it like that? The Krumkake should have been Krumcake, right? But...
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier that, you know, when war comes and crisis has to be dealt with, like everyone just has to put their differences aside and unite temporarily.
Listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night... True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Notcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
Oh.
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago? Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. I'll send Anafa over to Nasha Town with some flowers later. Oh, he seemed like a good guy. didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeepers, Sergeant. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
The Wild Hunt.
Hey, what do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves. Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Inefa?
My tasks are incomplete.
All right. We'll see you later.
Okay, so we have to talk to Flynn, I'm guessing. Oh, the poor guy. I kind of just skimmed through, the whole conversation between Cersei and us and Nefer. It's like, it's death, man. It's unfortunate when it happened. Am I going the right way? Yeah, the poor guy got killed. That's just... Yeah, that's unfortunate.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that Ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
Sneak in. Okay, we're just gonna go talk to her.
But we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Oh wait. Oh, whoops. Yep. Hey, what happened down now?
Paimon might have said this before, Never, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Shitchich. Okay. I'm guessing it's also an attempt at a Polish name, in which case it would have been pronounced as Shitchich. But yeah, that pronunciation was pretty close. I'm not sure if it's not really a Polish name or a Polish word, but that's interesting. It's like you can't really pinpoint where certain names come from. They are interesting regardless.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed.
Inside job?
Performing the deed.
I think that's what it's called, an inside job.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
Very in disguise, yeah. Oh, it's hard to pronounce his name in a British accent. Rare. That's, yeah.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Really suspecting Flynn's?
Flint's?
Yeah, right.
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
It's interesting.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
Flint's being a suspect. Now that's something.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else.
Wait, can he shapeshift?
Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Rare, I mean, can he shapeshift?
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
There was something odd about his lantern. Some power concealed within it. Similar to abyssal energies. Flint's might be an entirely fabricated entity.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
It's kind of hard to believe.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it, then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in flints too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
How much does Nefer require for the information? I'm afraid to ask even. Probably a lot of more. Oh, phew. I was so worried that I was gonna attack them, but I didn't. Okay, good. Kind of, it feels like a crime to kill animals with Lauma.
Whoa! The fog's really rough. Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see!
Come here. Come here.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. There's something inside it. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore?
Ew, this just got creepy. What's this?
The fight took place here. Did Flints leave these marks?
Electric, probably.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flints' voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
Lens, what are you up to? Well, the way they whisper. Okay, move it, move it. What's those hearts?
Couple of these spooky shadows touch us.
Okay, so hunters you come into contact with too many of them. Okay, yeah, sure.
Use the lantern.
Oh, I can't run. Alright, come here. The Dementors are the from Harry Potter. They kind of look like that as well, kind of misty and dark. Come here, you guys. There we go. Yep, now you guys. Oh, whoops. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing has a charge cooldown. Not wow, not a charge cooldown. You know what I mean. Just a cooldown. Come here, dude. There you go. Yeah. 1 second. Yep. Okay, which one's close? I think this one. Okay, I'm almost there. Oh no, no. Okay, there we go. What's this? Go away. Oh my. Go away. I'm almost dead. Okay, I'm almost dead. Leave me be. Okay. Almost there. Come on, just a few more steps. Pablo, come on. Come on, me. There we go. Play language. Oh, okay. His lantern is malfunctioning. What's up there? Oh, Flynn's.
Hand it over.
Oh.
It was mine from the first. You're a fool.
Is that you? Is that you, Rary? Oh, the Traveler can save Blins, okay. So Blins did need our help, okay.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern, now!
He's weak to it. Whoa, okay. Get the lantern, come on. You go. Yes. All these fight scenes are so epic. I love when the Traveler contributes as well. Yeah, get the lantern. Nice.
It escaped again.
It.
This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So that wasn't him, right? That was like a shadow of
You
him.
were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the wild hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so.
Yeah, the Traveler can do everything.
Might I ask what magic that was? And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on wild hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out.
And he took it?
I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
He's probably just using it to his advantage, right?
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then.
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away?
Traveler, do not offer to keep it safe for him.
Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp.
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerear. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well...
He's such a gentleman. How could he hurt anyone?
I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rerear could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerear ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes.
Yep.
The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone.
I love the
no one could see.
I love the job that the VA is doing. It's like he's trying to keep us cool, but at the same time you can hear that shakiness in the voice. Tragic story.
Many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerear's head.
Oh. Well, at least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rerear be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Nope. Oh, it's just getting depressing, isn't it? What I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is that connections and all that. You want someone to be like the scapegoat of a place, of a situation. And you find someone who's the best at the job and you just don't let them focus on themselves. Because it's just easier that way, but easier for who? Am I right? And always a poor soul has to, like, what's the saying? Like, get the
I
beating
understand the situation more or less.
when they don't deserve
Much
it.
has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Oh yeah, so like part 1 of the Archon quest was like about Lauma, and this one is about Flynn's. That's interesting. And like I know, it's just in between them.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so... Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too.
Why do I hear, when they say the name, I hear Flint with a T there? Just kind of sounds similar, like, just a little bit like they're mispronouncing his name.
Phew.
But
We're
yeah,
in.
besides the point.
Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter?
Traveler senses something.
It looks like Flint's lantern, but where is he exactly?
That's him, isn't it?
Well, we've got the lantern. What now?
That's not him. 'Cause he does that in his idol. Yeah, it's him.
Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment.
Oh man, I want Flynn's.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
Yeah, I don't have Flynn's. I lost the 50-50 on him. I got Dia, C1, so if anybody wants to laugh at that. Very faint, but there is some residual power near the wound. Visceral energy.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the wild hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal.
Traveler. The flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
Morse code, maybe?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
Okay. Up to which point then?
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Oh, that's okay. Pick me up. Hinsa, who was that again? So many characters to remember. NPCs too.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night. Hope the...
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise.
Yeah. So the real one was talking with Nefer in the restaurant.
8 days ago, he had yet to act. but at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, but how would that help Rerir exactly?
I don't know if I should take a guess. Use the Wild Hunt as like a, I don't know how to describe it. Like a point to focus on. And then Rerir can go from the side and, you know, attack from elsewhere. While the, what's the word? Decoy? Like we think the problem is the Wild Hunt, but no, Rerir is already inside. I think it's decoy.
Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Probably just have a strong sense of justice and, you know, good versus evil, stuff like that.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at!
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae?
The Fae. Fae are like fairies, right?
This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
Oh, yeah, he is a Fae.
We've heard some scattered legends, but...
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands.
A Genshin friend of mine mentioned that he is a that he is a fae. At first I wasn't sure what she was talking about, but yeah, now I see. I mean, he didn't look human. Yeah, he just doesn't look human, does he? The paleness, the eyes, and everything. Yeah, at first I was confused, like, what is a fae? We've all heard of it at some point. It's kind of it's kind of like a fairy, but more mystical, right? Something like that.
When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink?
Oh.
But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rereer, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh?
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Okay, let's buy extra primers. Flins. He's so cool and adorable. How big must this bed be for both Paimon and the Traveler to fit in it?
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear Get.
Resting? We're all about to be done for! Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for.
Or are you in cahoots with him?
What happened? Did something leak out? We were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies.
Hold on!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's fate.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal.
Come on, everyone!
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain. So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
I'm sorry, but that hip is way too revealed. Please tell me that she has some shorts underneath. Like I understand fan service, but the uncoverage of a few more characters is getting a little bit too ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flints and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the wild hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one seemingly was exempt. And amidst it all, Flints' name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall,
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flints out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flints back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
You unknowingly took him out. And he transformed into the lantern. He's gonna escape here behind their backs, won't he?
see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe...
Works for me. Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Yeah, it's fun seeing everybody just team up like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
He escaped already.
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Oh, Flins. Oh, you gotta love him for that sneakiness, you know? Oh yeah, I was gonna say earlier, I kind of skipped through these dialogues because I feel like you could just understand the context from only half of it. And listening to all of it is just like a waste of time. Oh yeah, here's the waypoint. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I was trying to be creative here. Let me try that again. If you have the facilities for that, you use them. Come here, Farina. Back in the day, we used to use Kaya for the ice bridging. Yeah, and now those who have Farina, they pretty much use her. To walk on water. Oh, blizzard.
Someone's guarding this place just like he said.
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option to expose the true intentions of this Rereer.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just got...
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did... Hey! Come out!
Hmm? Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now.
The
If
last,
she can remember it all.
the last time we've seen this kind of transition of characters, like, when they move around but they place. The last time we've seen that was in the 4.0 series Archon quests with Farina, when we've seen her past, her life for those 500 years, and she basically moved around like that, like a ghost, so we could see how her life went. Yeah, basically I'm saying that these kinds of movements and transitions are kind of cool.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess...
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something.
Alright, Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look, all these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
We're actively clearing these sites.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained.
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain.
The Wild Hunt's power has been neutralized.
Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Oh, don't worry, Paimon, me too, I get lost in these. The lore, there's just a lot of it, but it is interesting. The Wild Hunt was not suppressed by Kuvaki, instead it became stronger. Rare wants to use Einer's cannon. He can use Kuvaki.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one.
Okay.
And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale wild hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point. Leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly? That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
Lauma sent you.
Carrying a letter! Ooh, Lauma must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met.
Oh, so it was him. I was hoping that was like a, not a version of him, but like a shadow of him.
If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
Huh, what should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
Sorry, why did I think Pyrul was gonna say fly, little bird, fly? Sorry.
You're here.
Okay.
As expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
Okay, well, doesn't it look interesting?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you.
That is my corpse.
Oh. Countless pieces. What are you, Voldemort?
Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the Wild Hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within Wild Hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning.
Is he missing an arm or is it just me?
While that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Okay.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more, but that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart.
Man, you're dark.
That suffering.
Wanna go for another round then?
I endured, and all for nothing. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no, but it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Okay. Oh, no? I'm not gonna fight anything? Well. Oh, so that's what's going on in Nasha Town.
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
Oh.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Oh, we are humans. We come in all kinds of forms. Yeah.
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in. What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me!
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility, high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. It will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon.
Oh, you gotta sneak in somehow.
Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then she's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced.
People, let me convince you to stay. Listen to me.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they've formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lama? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you